So I'll count you down from 3. Oh, no much.
Fingers up.
All right, we're all good? All right, sick. So I'll count you down from 3. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
All right, I'll just like to preface this by saying I'm not nearly top tier of this game. I'm in fact 69th place on the leaderboard. So don't expect top tier gameplay.
All right, green.
All right. I just have to put in the color cheat real quick.
Just as the developers intended, blending in with the grass.
All right,
Nice.
sick.
Yeah. He's blending in with the grass.
Yeah, so to let you know, Spyro in fact was originally green when the game was being developed, but they kept him as green because they thought it was epic. Oh no no.
Oh no 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 no!
All right, this gem route start is a travesty, so that's epic.
Yeah, so the category Zoomie's running is 14 Talisman. It's any percent without one of the major skips that are possible. You basically have to do all the levels in the first couple worlds to get all the talismans, and then you fight Gulp, and then do some crazy glitchy stuff and end the game. You need to get gems for a few different things throughout the run. The first one is to buy the swim power-up. He needs 500 gems. That's after 3 levels.
All right, so there is like a sort of, it's like a major but sort of, I don't know, not piece of tech. It's called flame charging. So you pretty much, the way I do it, you flame press up a little bit, then charge, and then the gem sometimes will home in if you have the right timing.
Yeah.
And it saves an absolute ton of time.
Yeah, it lets you cut corners way quicker. It's you can do it from pretty far away in this game as well.
Also, the one thing that I did not explain at the start is the double jump, which is an unintended feature of the developers when they left Spyro as green. They forgot to change his moveset.
It's clearly intended because one of the demos does a double jump.
Yeah.
It's like a really crap one. It's really short, really low, but it is still a double jump. But yeah, you can go way higher than you're supposed to, and it just completely breaks the game open.
So I believe these guys that open the doors are proximity, but also sort of time-based. So I just usually wait around a little bit so he starts running instead of just not doing anything.
And then skip the last one by just jumping up here and going around the back.
Now, I recently learned a really cool piece of tech. So on the text boxes, you can in fact mash both start and X to go through quickly instead of just start, which I did for a long time.
Yeah. Basically everything in this game you want to be mashing 2 buttons.
Mystifiers.
Except like orb cutscenes, they only skip with start, but
right, give me the double
for this run.
Yes!
Hey, nice.
The double flame charge. The menus on this game are really annoying because you have to wait a long time to be able to press down the next. In Spyro 3 it's fixed and it's just like perfect.
3 is amazing. You can do it like 1 frame between inputs and it'll still register.
I like how the color updates.
You notice the color doesn't update straight away.
That's the lighting from the sky.
Yeah.
It's a trick of the light.
Got time for a quick plug, guys?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to say thank you to all you guys for the Spyro community and friends. A total of $400 was raised for the donation incentive of the color. So thank you so much, Spyro community.
The G in ZoomieG stands for Cash Cow.
All right, so what I did there was called nose skip. You pretty much just jump through the nose of the idol. There's no collision on the right-hand side for some reason. Yeah, so double jump really breaks this game open wide big time. I've just skipped a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there is a lot of these skips can be done without double jump as well, but they're a lot harder and then slower, and some of them just aren't possible at all. And yeah,
so I can't skip this cutscene. So the Yeti can just have a bit of a tantrum.
Yeah.
I just want to say the Yeti did nothing wrong. He did not deserve this.
No one deserves this.
What did Insomniac mean by this?
It's one of the great questions of our generation. Alright, this is one of the most annoying tricks in the run. It's not hard, but it's just annoying to do. Yeah, because I always do that. You just got to like double jump through the roof. It's a little bit it's not really precise, but it's just annoying like that. Yeah, sick. Sometimes in this room the camera can get stuck on one of the walls, then you sort of just got to go in blind. But it was nice to me then. I'm gonna get extra gems just in case. I'm not sure what my count should be there.
Yeah, I think you're all right.
Yeah. By 1.
Yeah.
If you notice, ZoomieG's grabbing purple gems because they stand out from the grass.
Yeah. See, that's what. In fact,
there were no purple gems on the grass. They were
didn't
blue.
think Spyro was worth the 25 gem color, so they put him back to a 2.
The number 2 takes up less memory. So.
All right, so that 500 gems lets us buy swim off moneybags here, and then you don't technically have to buy swim, but it makes everything a lot easier and yeah.
Oops. All right. Sometimes only one of those homes in because I'm too close to the first basket, but you can get both at the same time if you get the right distancing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm probably going to screw this level up.
Nah.
Because I've jinxed myself earlier today.
So ZoomieG mentioned he was pretty nervous about this level. As you could see from the cutscene, there is a lot of green.
Yeah. I can't. Where is Spyro right now? Like, hello. Hello, mods. Oh, no. No, it's all right. They stick out enough so you can, like, just land on them if you really need to. So there's a much faster way to do what I'm doing here, but I just do it this way because I'm a babby.
Yeah, you just fall through everything and land where the talisman guy is. It's...
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
That's right. SpongeBob SquarePants is right there.
Yeah, half the voices in this game are by Tom Kenny, who voiced SpongeBob. So, and those guys in Harikos are literally the SpongeBob voice.
Yeah. This music fun, boys. All right, Sunny Beach is pretty quick as well. We just jump over a bunch of gates and just go straight to the end.
Yeah, you're supposed to lead these baby turtles all the way through the level, but no need.
Whoa, my D-pad has stopped working.
Just wiggle the analog.
All right, there we go. There
Okay, this is epic.
That's a
That's so wild.
control glitch
okay,
that happens.
Can I just go grab my... Can someone grab my PS2 controller out of that bag? I'll continue to keep
Just
going.
like unplug and replug it though.
This is RNG manipulation. This is called controller swap.
Yeah, I'm using a DS4 on the PS2,
It's
which
where
is a bit
you
wild.
mess up your controller for memes
Sorry, boys.
and lose time.
Well, speaking of controller
Yeah, go
swap,
for it.
Hot swap.
let's plug some donations. So tomorrow morning, myself and Tin Man have a run of Octopath Traveler, and we can pick between the voice packs that we're using. At the moment, Japanese is winning by $3.36. So if you want Sunday morning anime, please donate towards Japanese. We also have Sonic Mania Plus and Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. Both have incentives for tomorrow, so still plenty to go on here at the ASM stage here at PAX 2019. So if you are about, please come down or please tune in on Twitch.
Yeah, so this is the first time I've actually used a PS2 controller for this game, so... And this button spacing seems different, so I apologize if I screw much up.
ZoomieG normally plays on emulator, but
Yeah, I'm a poor boy.
introduced him to console.
So this is called door skip, you just, skip the door.
Yeah.
If you just, if you walk off the platform, there's a bit of delay. Right? Like if you run straight off, you can't do that, but you have to sort of walk off and it keeps it triggered. And then you can just leg it through the door. Yeah, thank you.
So the reason ZoomieG has better input on the PS2 controller is that when it's sent wirelessly through the adapter, it's green light going through a green signal. But when you use the cabled classic controller, it's actually purple light.
That sounds legit. Yeah, all right.
Oh, no. No, it's all right. This is, I can back that up real quick just by coming back through here. It's one of the easiest jumps in the game. In this level coming up, there is a really... for some people it's really hard. Me, it's all right sometimes, but I'm probably going to screw it up after saying that. It's called Sheep Proxy. Proxies in this game work when Spyro's hitbox intersects with another one, and you jump out of it, it just shoots you at ultra high speeds.
There's some hitboxes, including like dead fodder hitboxes, where you can charge through them, but if you're not charging, you can't like be in the same place as them, and so you take advantage of that and make things happen. Nice. There you go.
So that skips all of Aquaria and having to pay an extra 100 gems.
It skips the whole level. Yeah.
If you do go talk to the Tailsman seahorse before doing that, it'll soft lock and you have to exit that level and then activate that last little bit of water.
Yeah.
In the Reignited trilogy, they didn't program that in, so you can just jump to the end and get the Tailsman without having to do that.
I didn't know that.
I love that strat.
You found that jump?
No.
It wasn't not you, it was someone else. Someone I know then. It was one of us.
We just got confirmation that Ryan found that jump.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Just claim it.
All right, first boss. This is Crush. This fight should be the same every time.
Should
is
a keyword.
The keyword there.
Zoomie, you found that jump.
Oh.
You found that jump.
It's beautiful. Alright, so Crush always goes to this one on the first hit. Just jump over his little thingo. Alright, so these are the fireballs. Just got to jump over the first one. Oh, not. That's right. I'll just make it up here. Because then he'll run back to this.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing, just slower. So I'll just do that same thing again, but not miss the first jump. Alright, so now he should run over to this side, or the middle, probably, if I'm unlucky. No, okay, cool.
No, you're alright.
And then I can just manipulate him to stay on this blue one, which is quicker than jumping the fireball. So I'll let him run out, double jump over his club. For some reason, it just doesn't hit you. Then he'll just run straight back there. So on the last hit, same thing, but I don't have to drag him out. I can just jump. Oh, I got hit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
My time was off, but yeah, look, then you can see his face there. That's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Autumn Plains is pretty quick too.
Yeah, lots of very short levels in Autumn Plains.
Yeah, the first one, Crystal Glacier, is probably the hardest level for me, since there's a jump that might take a little bit.
It's not just hardest for you, it's like really hard in general.
I can't see Sparks, he's the same color as Spyro. So usually you're meant to flame those ice dudes, or the dudes stuck in ice, but you can just double jump if you get... No, okay. I was too far away, but you can double jump over that gap and it just makes it way easier. Just take my time this time. No. If you, because the way to double jump, you pretty much just jump and then hold X and then move to square, but if you do it too quick like that, it's just going to do
Yeah, if
that.
you're still holding a direction when you charge, you'll just charge straight down.
Yeah.
You won't double jump.
Alright, I'm probably going to game
But
over.
you can get a better jump if you walk into it, and so you want to be like holding a direction as close as you can to the jump, but not while actually doing the jump, and
It should be fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so the actual harder jump is this one here, up to this wall. You pretty much double jump, flop, and it should be able to, and turn into the wall, and it should be able to get up. Some people like to do a thing called a Spyro-Man, which is exactly what it sounds like. So yeah, that's what you do. The Spyro-Man, you just like pretend you're Spider-Man and go up the wall. Same thing. Alright, so usually you have to pay money bags. I think it's 200 gems, or is it 100?
I don't know.
To get this little bridge up, but you can just jump on the hut and then just go across the gap.
That's
Yeah.
based.
Yeah.
We're frugal here. Spyro speedrunners. Alright, so you're usually meant to unfreeze the dudes again, but you can just jump on the trainer over here. If you're, sick. And then just jump into the top of the arena. Flame charge a few baskets down here. Oh, okay, didn't work. And then talk to the old mate.
Oh, mate.
I mean,
We'll call him Grub.
yeah, see, I always bonk on that portal. If you like charge without holding up, sometimes you can bonk and it's not the best.
Yeah, the portals are really weird. All right, so the second gem requirement is right here to unlock a level.
I need a few more gems.
Yeah,
That's
he needs
right.
400 to unlock Zephyr here, and
Let's go around the back.
he needs a couple more.
Yeah, that's enough. Oh, I could have got the 10 here. That's right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Legend.
Zephyr's pretty simple as well. You just go out of bounds. Get straight to the end pretty much.
Just casually
Yeah.
advance.
It's pretty much Spyro 2 in a nutshell, I guess. This game has like one of the largest communities and one of the oldest for speedruns. So yeah, not all of this terrain is solid, just those two, well that part on the right is the only solid part there. If you flame these these barrels from like any distance, they won't blow up in your face and hurt you.
I love this dude in there. He gets this massive explosion, and when you talk to him, he's like, "Oh, it's a good thing I had my helmet on."
Good old Glug.
But there's literally a frying pan.
Yeah.
Alright, next up is the shortest level in the game, which is Skelos Badlands. And then after that is the second shortest level in the game. Just because I guess the way they're designed, it just makes it too easy to go to the end with double jump.
Yeah, a lot of these levels have the kind of the end bit very close to the start, but just slightly out of reach. But because we can jump higher than we're supposed to, then it's actually not out of reach. They went even further with that in Spyro 3, and like every level is laid out that way.
Yeah, so you're meant to go through through that mouth there, go through all the level, but you just double jump, hover, and there's old mate at the end.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's Glug.
Yeah. I think all the end of level, those dudes are Glug, because Glug was just in Zephyr as well.
Was he?
Yeah. Because they have Glug's
Yeah.
like the start of Zephyr.
Right. It's like Shaman Tuck in Crystal Glacier.
Shout out to Gloves.
Alright. Second shortest level in the game. There is one trick in this that's a bit faster than what I do, but it's also, I don't know, I've never learnt it.
Yeah.
Just not really vibing with
Nah.
it, Your Honor.
I'm all about that 2015 route lifestyle.
So yeah, you're supposed to go through the whole level to get onto this boat, but you can actually just jump there from the start. It's really easy.
Oh, no.
You don't even need double jump to get on the boat.
Really?
No.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant onto this part. I was
No,
like,
to this you do, yeah, but it's not that much slower to just like flame the things and lower the boat.
Yeah. Oh, didn't get his talk box.
That was really good. That's Zumi got that first try. That's a trick called fourth try boat climb.
Hell yeah. That was invented by Isaac Newton in 1862. Alright, so the only gems that I need for the rest of this game is 400 to unlock Shady Oasis. This is called Climb Skip. I'm probably going to screw it up.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah. That's not the end.
Wait, that's part one. Alright, I'm going to salvage that before I fall down again. Gotta get a good double jump to the right spot. No, I'm holding it.
Yeah, that's
still,
the hard
isn't
one.
it? There's still two more parts.
No, but the rest.
Yeah, that's the harder part. I was waiting to just fall down there. Alright. So that saves having to get 400 more gems.
500.
And which is like a fair chunk of time.
Yeah.
You also use that to get up to where Golf Skip is, which is like the main skip for any percent.
Mm.
Yeah, so same with this level. You meant to go through, flame the buttons for these flags over here. But you can just double jump up here and just have a good time, I guess.
Yeah, these rocket bottles are a good place to get a whole bunch of gems if if you're short some.
Yeah, so then you just double jump over this wall, and then you're pretty much at the end. I'm not exactly sure if it's quicker to like which levels it's quicker to go through the exit portal and which
This
is
one
quicker
it's about the same, I think.
Yeah,
like,
and which is like quicker to go in the menu and exit.
Some of them are pretty borderline.
Now my gem route isn't like really optimal, but it gets me there. That's all we need.
It's a real shame that Shady Oasis is one of the levels that you need, like, is the last level, and you can't really use the gems from there because it's an auto-scroller and you could just pick up loads of gems. I think there's a more updated route that does Zephyr last and actually uses the Shady gems, but...
Absolute banger.
Yeah, you get to hear this banger like 6 times.
Yeah, it's a tune.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I just had to flame 6 of these dudes. I missed that 10, but that's alright. There is a thing called quick skip here, which I don't know how to do, but I'm going to try to do it. I got it. Nah. Okay. You pretty much just Spyro still glides during the cutscene, so you can just glide down to where the next dude is.
It's great.
Alright, so it was a requirement by SpongeBob SquarePants himself that we let this ring out. We can't skip it.
That's called epic bagpipe. You let the bagpipes play because it's epic.
That was invented by SSBM stuff in 2012. Kind of a legend. I missed that gem, but I can just back it up, turn around. Alright, so there's 2 more levels before we go to the next boss. Next one is Magma Cone, which is the most boring level in the game in terms of like design, I guess.
Yeah, it sucks in 100% as well. It's just never good. Oh yeah, that skipped a door that you're supposed to require 8 orbs to open. We don't have any orbs, so it's a good job we can skip that. Have to kill 2 enemies at the start for a Superfly power-up that you need to get the Talisman.
I just kept the momentum. Sometimes, like, if you do that little ledge jump, or ledge jump like that, then you can keep your momentum and there's no real way to stop it.
Yeah, out of bounds to get into the volcano without paying money bags again.
Oh, okay,
And
I need
then-
to take my time with this.
Yeah, some cool Superfly mechanics to skip climbing all of this stuff. There you go.
Now, if you land in the volcano itself with the right timing, you can still get the talisman here, but you go into a state called zombie, where if you go into the Shady Oasis, you cannot collect the talisman unless you, like, die
Yeah,
before it.
you need to death abuse if that happens.
But it's not unrecoverable.
Yeah.
Especially since Shady is, like, one of the quickest deaths that you can do, because this is already right next to a pool of acid.
Yeah. I think you have 0 lives, though, so you would have been completely
no,
screwed.
I think I have 1. Oh, maybe 0, I don't know, it doesn't matter. What do we got? Actually, yeah, 0, that would
Yeah.
I collect. No one's been through that portal.
So that's the last gem requirement. We don't need any more gems for the run.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way to skip into this little castle.
Yeah. So this is basically like an escort mission, auto-scroller level. You just have to guide Shorty through and all the way to the end. Flame the trees to drop berries so that he can grow big and break the doors for you. But between that, you have to wait for Shorty to move, so it's slow. And sometimes he can just get stuck randomly, and you need to go back and trigger him to move again.
Just gonna kill this peacock. I just want to try to get a life.
Yeah, every 10 roughly like butterflies you get extra life, and so because we're on 0 lives, it's worth trying to get one.
So the reason why I also did turn around back there is because sometimes Shorty just stops and doesn't follow you. It's just I was making sure he's actually following.
Thanks for helping.
Alright, so next up is the worst part of the game for me. I absolutely have a big disdain for Gulp. I'm really bad, so this might take a little while.
Coming up is Nace's least favorite jump.
Shit, that's the Nace.
Well done, Spyro. You'll have to jump down the hole in the floor to get to where Rip.
So Gulp's pretty, like himself, he's pretty easy to manipulate the way he moves. But these birds fly around the arena and drop pickups, which in the first 3 or 2, if you're good, phases are always the same. And then after that it's random, and you can get sort of owned by the drops. That was the really quick drop. So since that was so quick, I'm just going to miss him. I hit him. Yeah, so now it'll drop 3 balls, will drop bombs this phase. If I got 2 of those barrels, you can get a double hit and it'll skip the bomb phase, which is much quicker, but it's alright.
Yeah. So essentially, every time Gulp gets hit, he like jumps up in the air and destroys all of the other ammo that's on the on the ground. And so ideally, you want to be getting double hits where you hit him with one thing and then hit him with something else before he destroys everything. It's some of it, it's part skill, part luck, how many double hits you can get. Like, if you just get bombs in every drop, then you're never going to get double hits, but...
You can also get a triple hit by picking up a rocket and then getting a double with barrels.
Yeah.
That's the only triple... I think that's the only way you can do a triple hit, right?
If Gulp shoots a rocket at you and you, lead it around to hit him, you can maybe get a triple that way, but what you said is the more common way.
I just led the camera around there so I could see what the pickup was. Alright, cool. Oh, actually, I'm going to go for this because I don't trust myself with the other one.
Yeah, doubles with rockets usually easier than other ones. Damn, this is good luck.
Usually, with my luck, I usually get triple bombs and you can't get doubles with them, so
yeah.
They're just...
Yeah, the second hit of a double can't be a bomb, so if all you get is bombs, you're screwed. You also want to not get hit too much during this fight, because they can drop chickens that give you health, but health chickens are not... You can't hit Gulp with them, so it's just lost damage.
So I'm just going to... Once I spawn in Winter Tundra, I'm just going to jump off the edge so I can reset my life counter. It's going to game over.
Yeah, that's
the easiest way to do it. Just in case I miss swim or anything, I don't want to have to go back through.
Mm.
So it'll give me a game over, but then I'll just spawn back there again.
Yeah, and there's some pretty tough skips to do to finish off the game from here. You're supposed to need to collect 40 orbs to get the to beat the game,
wait,
but
just hold on one sec.
Okay,
Alright, this trick. Yes. So that's technically called head bash skip because you skip the needing head bash, which is like 800 gems in itself. Is it 800?
1,000 for headbash.
Yeah, so you can tell I haven't got it in a while. Normally people do that skip by charging into the penguin and then doing that, but I'm pretty much like the only person who does it that way.
Yeah, that's a trademark ZoomieG strat.
Yeah, so happy I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I usually call it, it's called J Penguin because in the Japanese version of the game, your running speed and jumps are nerfed, so you can't do it the other way, and that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Japanese version is not good at all. It's really, really awful.
I should mention I'm running on NTSC.
Yeah, American version.
Yeah, since PAL everything's also a bit different to tie in with frame rate.
So the point of going out of bounds there is to get into Dragon Shores, which is like the post-game content. Like after you beat the final boss, you can get into here. But there's something in here that we really want because it helps us beat the final boss a lot quicker. And so we out of bounds and get in here early. This is awful.
Alright, my spaghetti's going. It's one of the hardest tricks for new runners to learn.
Yeah, this is something that stops new people running this category pretty frequently. There we go.
Yeah, so if I press square when I'm in the water here, it will crash the game. That is due to sparks being on screen and them not programming the water here properly because you're never meant to get in any water in this level.
Yeah.
On emulator, you can hold triangle to get sparks off screen, and you can swim around. That's just pretty. I don't know.
So that was the permanent fireball power-up, which you're supposed to get for beating the game 100%. It's like a reward. You can carry it over into a new save file. It's like a New Game Plus feature. But we just got it before even beating the game, and this will let us beat Ripto. You're going the wrong way, mate. Yeah, we can beat Ripto much, much quicker with this. And now to actually get into the Ripto fight, I'll let you concentrate.
Alright, go on left side gang here.
Yeah.
Just gonna hold up a bit. Alright, that's good. No. Yeah, if you go sort of just under the terrain there, the swim trigger is still there, so you can just,
Yeah, when you swim in the Spyro games, it's not like water isn't an object. It's just like a plane that if you charge or head bash through it, you start swimming. And so if you can do that from out of bounds, you can swim in areas that you're not supposed to be swimming.
Oh, that was
wow, that was right that was really strange.
I was on the corner, which I think there's no plane there. Yeah. This might take me a few tries. It is one of the harder things to get.
Yeah, this category is pretty brutal when you're trying to go for a good time because it's a lot of it's just really tough right at the end. There's a whole bunch of things you have to do first try to get a good time, and it's punishing. And gulp is really luck based as well. So
that's good. No.
Yeah, I think you charged early.
Yeah. This is the longest it has taken me to do this since I came back to running this.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
A bit low.
No, that's good. That's good.
No, right side. No. I think I was a bit too low.
Yeah, you might have got that if you'd gone further right, but I don't know.
So you can get that from the right-hand side, but I'm not too exactly sure where the plane is. It is faster. But the left side is safer.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, this time.
Yeah.
No, I was too low then. Oh well. I'll have to game over, get back over the wall. It'll be right. But now I can try to show off the other way to do penguin real quick. Since I have fireball, I can't do it my way.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that.
Which is another downside of having it, doing it the way I do.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Well
You just
done.
charge and jump off it like that. I will. Is there a Zoe here?
No.
Okay, that's alright. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. First
So
try.
yeah. So then that just means you can swim. There's no collision on this side, so you can just swim straight into the boss trigger for Ripto. Ripto is the easiest end game fight when you have fireball.
Yeah.
You
If
just
you don't
spam
have
circle.
fireball, it's horrible. It's
Yeah.
way worse than gulp even.
If I get the early hit on bird in the third phase, I'll try to do some dumb fast way
Spyro, we want to...
to kill it. So yeah, you just walk towards Ripto, spam circle, and he'll just become non-existent for the first phase. This is why getting Fireball is so important though, because you just, it takes ages to do this normally.
So there's actually there's
I don't
one.
know, yeah. Sorry, that should usually skip there.
Yeah.
There's one final fact to actually reveal. It's the truth of why Spyro's green. So it's got nothing to do with the grass. That's just a meme. But back in the 90s when this was being developed, it was really bizarre. The game was a victim of a lawsuit by the Nivea Corporation because the tone of the green exactly matched their popular soap used by gaming group the Nivea Gang. And it was a branding disaster.
Love him or hate him, Tom Kenny's spitting true facts. All right, so time is now. Thank you. Yeah! That's actually the fastest time I've got since I came back to the game.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome. Even with the screen.
Yeah. I don't know how.
FPS?
Twitch.tv/ZoomieG/subscribe.
Oh, was it? Okay, that's why. It's all good.
Rocky's just informed us that the timer might not be accurate.
I have been indeed owned. That's right.
Great run anyway.
I'll take it. All right, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Is Ori still gonna be going ahead?
Is Ori?
Yeah.
Do we know?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Well, Ori up next.